We're going to interrupt our program order right now, so we won't be able to get to your phone calls right away. We're going to return to Port-au-Prince, where CNN's Jim Clancy is standing by. We'd heard reports earlier this evening, Jim, of some aircraft flying over and some parachutes dropping. What's happening now?
Well, Lyndon, we've had more planes flying overhead and a lot of excitement here in Port-au-Prince. So early on the heels of President Clinton's speech, of course, it raises the anticipation that something might be happening, but that does not necessarily have to be the case. Let's go down to a night scope picture of the area around the airport. What we're going to be looking at here, what we're seeing now, are just some of the bright lights of the city of Port-au-Prince, and that is the airport area. There does not appear to be any undue activity there at all. We did hear that from some of the local people here that one of the parachutes that we saw dropped earlier nearby our hotel held a box underneath it. It was caught in a tree in a ravine. Now, of course, as soon as I can get off the air here, I'll be going down to check out what's inside that box. But the lights that you're looking at, everything is normal there. You can see a car moving along the road. Just some excitement. We don't know whether this is a psychological operation to put more pressure on the military rulers of Haiti, or exactly what this is. It might be distributing, as I speculated earlier, copies of the president's speech. We simply don't know. We're going to continue to monitor the situation here, and we will bring you any update as soon as that might be available and we find out what's inside that box. I'm Jim Clancy, reporting live from Port-au-Prince.
Jim, I'm sure U.S. officials are very familiar with the Haitian custom of brinkmanship that they've tried in the past, where they take the foreigner, or the so-called blanc, the white, to the edge in any kind of confrontation and hope that that blanc will blink first. With the kind of psychological tactics that the U.S. has been employing, is it likely they are having any effect on the military rulers down there?
Well, they're having an indirect effect, certainly. Any action that the United States takes here is certainly going to affect the military. Obviously, if the United States mounts a military operation, even as they move towards that, the military rulers here have to think their every move. They must realize at this point that the U.S. is serious, that they are coming in. And they have to think about their future, because what are the alternatives? The first alternative is to leave the country to a relatively comfortable lifestyle in exile. The second alternative is to face a court trial, perhaps, here in Haiti, in a court that would probably be manned by someone appointed by their arch enemy, President Jean-Bertrand Aristide. They're concerned about that, that is certain. Indirectly, all of their followers, all of their people are also concerned about what is happening in Haiti, what the future holds for them. 3 men may be getting a ticket out of Port-au-Prince, but at the same time, excuse me, we just heard a little bit, it might have been some gunfire here in the background. I don't hear any airplanes or anything. We'll try to check that out. But right now, we've got obviously a few things that are going on. Just how serious it is here in Port-au-Prince, we don't know for sure. We'll keep monitoring the situation and try to bring you accurate updates of what's going on when we can confirm it.
All right, Jim, as you had mentioned, there is a last-ditch, if you like, 11th hour option that is in the mix, and that's being carried by Ambassador Swing in Haiti, again giving the 3 top military leaders the option of leaving the country if they indicate a willingness to do so. Yet in the wake of President Clinton's speech tonight, there has been some very tough rhetoric from Raul Cedras saying he's prepared to die defending his country. When the bottom line comes down with the hard deadline that Ambassador Swing is said to be carrying with this option, is it likely, have you seen any indication from Haiti's leaders that they will take that option to leave?
Well, what we haven't seen, Lyndon, is that they have taken any options to make serious fortifications here, to make any kind of a last stand. That is what the situation is. I can't tell what they're not going to do, but we can look at it and see what they have done so far. And they have not done much. If General Cedras is planning on making a last stand, he has not prepared the place where he's going to do that.
All right, Jim, rather than tie you up any longer on camera, we'll let you go and investigate what's been happening in the background there, and we'll get back in touch with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.